Have you ever wondered how the color of your home can influence your financial life? In this video, we will explore the power of colors from the perspective of Buddhist teachings and how they can affect not only our mood, but also our prosperity. Today, we will reveal the specific color that can attract money and abundance into your life while keeping poverty and economic difficulties at bay. Through inspiring stories and ancestral wisdom, you will discover how to transform your home into a magnet for prosperity. So get ready to refresh your space and open the doors to new economic opportunities. Let's get started. And as always, manifest with me in the comments, I am abundant, I am grateful for what I have. Now let's get started. 1. Green, a color that evokes the freshness of nature, the whisper of trees, and the gentle sway of grass under the sun. Every time I look at a green field, I remember the teaching of an old master in the monastery who used to say, "Green is the color of growth. Just as plants grow toward the light, we too must seek the light of abundance in our lives." Green symbolizes not only material prosperity, but also spiritual prosperity. When we talk about abundance, it's not just about filling our wallets, but enriching our souls and hearts. In Buddhist tradition, we understand that true wealth comes from love, generosity, and connection with others. So when I choose green as a color for my home, I invite that energy of growth and vitality into every aspect of my life. Imagine a dining room painted in a soft emerald green. Every time you sit down to share a meal with your loved ones, you're not only feeding their bodies but also their spirits. Laughter resonates louder, stories flow more easily, and before you know it, money begins to flow into your life as well. Shared meals in such a vibrant environment attract unexpected opportunities. Let me tell you a story about a friend of mine, a humble gardener who lived at the foot of a mountain. His life wasn't filled with material luxuries, but he always felt satisfied. He had a small garden that he tended to with dedication, filled with lush green plants. One day, while caring for his plants, he encountered an old man passing by. The old man stopped and asked him, "How do your plants grow so robust and healthy?" The gardener smiled and replied, "I care for them with love and patience. Every green leaf that grows is a reminder that abundance is everywhere if we know how to look." Touched by his words, the old man offered him a deal. "If you let me work in your garden and learn from you, I will help you sell your harvest at the market." The gardener accepted, and together they began to harvest more than ever. The green vegetables they grew not only fed many, but also caught the attention of a local chef who decided to use their fresh ingredients in his famous restaurant. Overnight, the gardener was not only filled with satisfaction, but also saw his small investment grow. Such is the power of green. It reminds us that just as plants grow toward the light, we too can grow and thrive if we surround ourselves with the right energy. By painting your house green, you not only beautify your space, but also plant the seeds of abundance in your life. Every time you enter a green room, remember the essence of prosperity and connection, and let that energy propel you forward. At the end of the day, remember that true abundance comes from within. By opening yourself to receive good things and sharing them, you invite prosperity into your life. So paint your walls green, and let every corner of your home be a refuge of abundance and growth. 2. Gold. The bright and majestic gold has always captured the gaze and imagination of people. It is not just the color of gold, but also a reflection of fullness and success. In ancient Buddhist teachings, gold is much more than a symbol of material wealth. It is a manifestation of inner abundance, of a full life in balance and harmony. A story comes to mind that my teacher used to tell me about a young prince who lived in a distant kingdom. This prince, despite being surrounded by luxury, jewels, and gold, did not feel at peace. One day he decided to leave his life of extravagance and seek answers in the Buddhist temples of the mountains. There he met a wise old man who, upon seeing him, took him to a simple room adorned with fine golden details. The old man said, "This color is not here to remind you of the gold you left behind. Gold, young prince, is the color of wisdom, the success that comes from knowing yourself. While you may see wealth in its shine, its true power lies in what it symbolizes, a life of balance between the material and the spiritual. The prince, impacted by those words, began to meditate in that room. Day after day, the glow of gold helped him focus, reminding him that success is not only something seen on the outside, but something deeply felt in the soul. Over time, he returned to his kingdom, not with jewels or riches, but with a new perspective on what success truly means, living fully and in peace with oneself. So when you use gold in your home, especially in the entrance or living room, you are not just decorating a space, you are opening the doors to the energy of success. Every time your eyes land on those golden details, you remind yourself that success and wealth are not only tangible but also spiritual. Painting golden accents in your living room is a call to that powerful energy that attracts not only financial prosperity, but also a wealth measured not in coins but in moments of joy, deep relationships and wisdom acquired over time. Just like the young prince in gold, reflecting on his true wealth, you too can find in this color an invitation to reach fullness in both the external world and your inner world. When you walk through your home and see those golden touches, let them serve as a reminder that success is always within your reach, not only in the material realm, but in the deepest part of your being. 3. Red. Red is a vibrant color full of life. It is the color of the burning fire, of the heart that beats strongly, of the drive that propels us into action. In Buddhist tradition, red not only symbolizes power and energy, but also the courage to face the challenges life presents us. By incorporating red into your home, especially in active spaces like the kitchen, you invite the energy of movement, determination, and action. Let me tell you a story about a young monk who, filled with doubts, arrived at the monastery seeking answers. For months he meditated in the temple, but he felt that something was missing in his life. One day the temple master took him to a small corner of the monastery where there was a kitchen painted in a vibrant red color. The master, pointing to the color, said, "Here in this space of warmth and action is where you truly begin to transform your life." Meditating is important, but without action, thoughts remain in the air, ungrounded in reality. At first, the young monk did not understand. He thought the spiritual path was only about stillness and reflection. But as he began to spend more time in the kitchen preparing food, stoking the fire, and working with his hands, he started to feel something different. The red of the walls, combined with the heat of the fire, awakened an inner energy that pushed him to act, to make decisions, and to take his spiritual life beyond mere meditation. He understood that the balance between reflection and action was key to moving forward. The red in the kitchen represented that spark that ignited his spirit, reminding him that life is also about movement, decision, and passion. Every time he cooked, he did it with intention, harnessing the power to transform simple ingredients into something that nourished not just the body, but also the soul. When you choose red for your home, especially in the kitchen, you are not just decorating a space, you are invoking that inner force we all have. It is the color that pushes you to take action, to not sit and wait for opportunities to arrive, but to go out and create them. Every time you move in that red space, you will feel the energy flowing, propelling you forward, reminding you that success and opportunities are built with determination and hard work. Red, then, is not just a color. It is a daily reminder that the energy is within you, that you have the power to transform your life and attract the opportunities you desire. Just as the young monk discovered that action is essential for growth, you too can harness the power of red to energize your days and attract the success you seek. 4. Blue. Blue, with its softness and depth, has always been a color that inspires tranquility. It is the color of the clear sky, the infinite ocean, and those spaces where everything seems to pause for a moment, allowing us to breathe deeply and find clarity. In Buddhist teachings, blue is not only a symbol of calm, but also of wisdom, a wisdom that emerges when the mind is quiet and allows true knowledge to blossom. I remember a story an old master told me about a successful merchant. This man, despite having amassed great fortune, lived in constant anxiety. Every financial decision filled him with doubt. Every investment robbed him of peace. One day he decided to travel to the mountains in search of answers, and it was there that he met a monk who invited him to his humble cabin, painted in soft shades of blue. The serenity of the place struck him immediately. The monk offered him tea and said, "The water of this tea reflects your mind. If it is agitated, you won't be able to see clearly, but if it is calm, you will see everything as it is." The merchant, confused, asked how he could find that calm in his chaotic life. The monk invited him to sit and observe the sky, that vast blue stretching endlessly. He explained that just as the sky remains tranquil, despite passing clouds, our minds can also find peace if we do not cling to momentary worries. Over time, the merchant understood that true clarity for decision-making does not come from more money or more information, but from a clear mind, a peaceful mind. He began to apply this teaching in his daily life and found that by calming his mind, his financial decisions became more accurate, his intuition sharper, and his life much more tranquil. Blue, when incorporated into your home, especially in places where you need to think clearly, like the office or bedroom, provides that much-needed serenity. You are not just decorating with a beautiful colour, you are creating a space where worries dissipate and the mind can work clearly and effectively. When you see those blue walls, remember that you are not just seeking calm, but the clarity that will help you make smart financial decisions. Blue is like that vast sky that teaches you that amidst the storms there is always a space of peace and wisdom within you. Just like the merchant who discovered peace in the blue of the sky, you too can attract financial peace and mental clarity, not just to make better decisions, but to live with less stress and more balance. 5. Yellow. Yellow is the colour of the sun, the source of life that brightens our days and fills us with energy. It is a colour that has been associated with joy, creativity, and the awakening of new ideas since ancient times. In Buddhist teachings, yellow also symbolises the path of wisdom and optimism, a mind that, shining like the sun, attracts opportunities and economic growth. Let me tell you the story of a young artisan who lived in a small village. Although he was talented, he always saw the negative side of things. His projects were not progressing, and his workshop was filled with unused tools because he believed that his ideas weren't good enough. One day, while walking through the countryside, he encountered a Buddhist master painting a yellow mandala. Intrigued, the young man asked why he had chosen that colour. The master smiled and said, "Yellow is the colour of awakening, the creativity that arises when the heart is filled with optimism. When one fills their life with this light, everything seems possible. The clouds of doubt disappear, and the sun of opportunities shines." Inspired by these words, the young man decided to do something different. Upon returning to his workshop, he painted one of his walls a vibrant yellow, hoping that this change would bring him the spark of inspiration he so desperately needed. What happened next was almost magical. Every morning, upon entering his workshop and seeing the yellow illuminating the room, something inside him ignited. With renewed enthusiasm, his hands moved more freely and ideas flowed like never before. Over time, his business thrived, not only because he had improved his technique, but because he had changed his mindset. The yellow, that colour that now surrounded him, had filled him with optimism and showed him that with the right attitude, any dream can become a reality. When you choose yellow to paint a creative room or your workspace, you're not just adding colour to your environment, you are inviting happiness and an open mind that can see new opportunities where there were once only obstacles. It is the colour that reminds you that even when difficulties arise, there is always a new dawn, a new idea waiting to be born. Yellow stimulates not only creativity, but also hope. In a space painted yellow, ideas flow more easily, and solutions to problems seem closer. It serves as a reminder that with optimism and joy, you can transform any situation and attract new opportunities for economic growth, just like the young artisan who changed his perspective and changed his life. 6. Orange. Orange is a vibrant and warm colour, a perfect blend of the energy of red and the optimism of yellow. It is a colour that does not go unnoticed, which is why it symbolises success in both personal and professional relationships. In Buddhist teachings, orange is also the colour of balance and wisdom acquired through interaction with others. This colour has the power to attract not only economic opportunities, but also enriching relationships that propel our growth. I remember an ancient story about a merchant who had a small market in a bustling town. Despite the good quality of his products, the man always found it difficult to attract new customers. His store, although functional, was gloomy and did not convey the warmth he desired. One day, a Buddhist master passed by his shop and offered him simple advice. Paint the walls of your store orange. The merchant, bewildered, asked how such a colour change could improve his situation. The master replied, "Orange is a colour of invitation. Just as the sunset invites rest, orange invites connection. Businesses do not only thrive because of what you sell, but because of the relationships you create with people." Intrigued, the merchant decided to follow the advice. He ordered orange paint, and after a few days his shop looked different. Warm, welcoming, and vibrant. What happened next was astonishing. People began to stop more often, entering with curiosity, and soon his business was not only thriving, but also creating deep relationships with his customers. Conversations flowed, bringing with them new opportunities. People came not just to buy, but to share, to recommend others. The colour orange had opened the doors not only to a successful business, but to a network of relationships that enhanced his life and prosperity. When you paint your living room or common areas orange, you are not just adding colour to the walls, you are creating a space where relationships flourish. Orange fosters open communication, sincere connection, and those connections can be the key to lasting success in business and personal life. It is a colour that invites collaboration, teamwork, and the creation of bonds that not only enrich your life, but can also be the bridge to new financial opportunities. Just as the merchant discovered the power of orange, you too can attract success in your personal and professional relationships by creating an environment that invites people to feel welcomed, connected, and open to sharing. Because in the end, the most prosperous businesses are built not just with money, but with relationships based on trust and mutual support. And orange is that colour that can silently yet powerfully ignite the spark of shared success. 7. White. White, often associated with purity, also symbolises new beginnings, a blank page waiting to be written on. In Buddhist teachings, white represents mental clarity, the cleansing of energies, and the opportunity for a spiritual and material rebirth. This colour, although simple, is powerful. In a clean and clear space, energy flows uninterrupted. And this, according to Buddhist wisdom, is key to bringing new opportunities and unlocking stagnant potential. Let me tell you a story. There was a young woman who lived in a small house filled with memories and dust-covered objects. Although she was happy with her life, she felt that something was not progressing. Despite her efforts, it seemed that her career and personal life were stagnant, as if an invisible cloud covered everything she did. One day, she decided to visit a Buddhist monastery in search of answers. Upon arriving, she encountered an old monk who listened to her attentively. After a moment of silence, the monk took her to a completely white room. The walls, the ceiling, the floor, all were painted a bright white, and the air felt light, as if energy flowed freely in all directions. The monk said, "White is the colour of purity, of beginnings. It is the space where everything can arise. Just like this room, your life needs to be cleared so that new opportunities can come in." Intrigued by the teaching, the young woman returned home and made a decision. She began by getting rid of everything that was no longer useful to her, cleaning every corner, and finally painting her hallway and a small room white. As the colours spread across the walls, something inside her changed. She felt that each brushstroke brought a new opportunity, as if the light reflecting off the white filled her heart with hope and clarity. Over time, things began to move. New doors opened in her work, and her personal life blossomed, all because she had allowed the stagnant energy to flow again, using the power of white to create a space where opportunities could find their way to her. When you decide to use white in hallways or small rooms, you are allowing energy to circulate freely, creating a space for growth and rebirth. White is not just a colour, it is an invitation to clarity, renewal, and fresh beginnings. In a clean and clear environment, ideas flow better, opportunities present themselves more easily, and life, like a blank page, is ready for you to write it with success and prosperity. So if you feel that something in your life is blocked or stagnant, consider introducing white into your environment. As happened to the young woman, this simple change can be the catalyst you need to attract new opportunities and move toward a future full of possibilities. Now, how to combine colours in your home to enhance their effect. One of the most important keys in Buddhist teachings is balance, the harmony between energies. Just as in life we need a balance between work and rest, so do colours. When combined strategically, they can amplify their effects to attract prosperity, success, and new opportunities. Imagine that each colour is like a musical note. If you play a single note repeatedly, it may sound good for a while, but eventually it becomes monotonous. In contrast, when you harmoniously combine different notes, you create a melody that resonates deeply. The same goes for colours. It's not just about painting each room in a single tone, but finding the perfect combination that allows energies to flow freely, without excess or deficiency. Let me tell you the story of a wise man who lived in a small house filled with light and positive energy. This man, who had travelled through many lands, learned the art of combining colours to balance the energies in his home and attract abundance. Upon entering his living room, you could see a subtle touch of gold standing out among neutral-toned walls like white and beige. That gold was not everywhere, but its presence in details such as mirror frames or small decorations attracted the energy of success. The wise man explained that gold, when used in moderation, enhances the energy of red, which predominated in his kitchen. Red, as we know, is a powerful colour full of action, but if overused it can generate tension. That's why he combined red with small blue details in the most active areas. Blue calmed the energy of red, creating a perfect balance between action and mental clarity. In the bedroom, this man used white as the base colour on the walls, creating a space where rest and renewal were possible. He also placed green pillows on his bed, thereby connecting his resting space with the energy of growth and prosperity. The combination of white and green helped clear his mind while he slept, but also reminded him that abundance is ever growing. His hallways, transit areas in his home, were painted white with small orange decorations, inviting positive relationships and energies to flow throughout the house. The orange and white tones allowed everyone who entered his home to feel a warm and open welcome, while the white ensured that energies would not stagnate. If you seek to apply this wisdom in your own space, consider the following. In the living room, combine orange with touches of gold. Orange will foster successful relationships, while gold will attract success and prosperity. In the kitchen, use red to activate the energy of the space, but balance it with blue or white details to maintain calm in such an active area. In the bedroom, white as the base on the walls, accompanied by green or blue details, is ideal for attracting peace and financial growth while you rest. In hallways, white may be the best choice for maintaining a free flow of energy, combined with vibrant touches of colour like orange or yellow to keep the vibrations high. Remember that balance is key. By consciously combining colours, you're not just decorating your home, You are creating a space where energy flows, bringing opportunities to thrive in all areas of your life. Just like the wise man who learned to combine colors for his success, you too can transform your home into a magnet for abundance, clarity, and success. At the end of the day, the colors we choose for our home are not just an aesthetic choice. According to Buddhist teachings, each color emits a specific vibration that impacts our emotions, our energy, and yes, our prosperity as well. By wisely integrating these colors into our environment, we invite the energies of abundance, mental clarity, happiness, and success. Green opens the doors to constant growth. Gold reminds us of the wealth and fullness we deserve. Red propels us to action, while blue and white calm our minds for smart decision-making. Each tone has its role, and together they form an energetic fabric that connects us with an uninterrupted flow of well-being. It's more than just painting walls. It's about creating an environment where energy flows freely, supporting us at every step toward our aspirations. In all Buddhist teachings, balance is essential. A harmonious home reflects a tranquil mind and a heart that is receptive to new opportunities. So the next time you consider decorating your space, keep in mind that colors do more than enhance your surroundings. They have the power to transform your life. Embrace this ancient wisdom and invite the energy of prosperity and peace into every corner of your home. Now, what colors will you choose to attract the abundance you seek? If you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe to our channel, Buddhist Wisdom, for more insights and teachings that can change your life. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and loved ones. Until next time, dear friends.